Chair recognizes the gentleman from Pennsylvania, Mr. Fitzpatrick, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I rise this morning to speak about an issue that is of great concern to my constituents back home in Pennsylvania, and it's the matter of the implementation of the President's Affordable Care Act, the implementation which some members of the President's party have described as a coming train wreck. Madam Chairman, that train wreck has arrived. This massive undertaking of enacting such a broad, confusing law has only highlighted the concerns that I and many of my constituents back home have had with this law and what it means for our small businesses and families in Pennsylvania. However, a new concern, possibly greater than the idea of government-run health care, has presented itself over the last several days with the revelation that the Internal Revenue Service has been targeting law-abiding Americans simply because of their beliefs. The IRS now wants to know what we think and what books we read. Madam Speaker, the President's health care law is largely a tax bill. It contains at least 20 new or higher taxes on American families and businesses. That makes it the biggest change to an already confusing tax code in over 2 decades. And with the implementation of this massive tax bill comes the IRS's new role in running it. By putting politics ahead of fairness, the IRS has violated the trust of the American people at a time when the administration is loading it up with more responsibility and more power. Under health care reform, the IRS will gather extensive information about the financial resources and health insurance status of all Americans. The expansion of the IRS's power will include hundreds of billions of dollars in new taxes, the hiring of thousands of enforcement agents, and a tower of new rules and new regulations. I'm deeply concerned with the ability of the agency and the resolve of the agency to lawfully manage this significant undertaking with discretion and with accountability. While the agency reported that new rules are in place to assure that this type of situation never happens again, like many Americans, I question why this disturbing trend was ever allowed to happen in the first place. The President's health care law does too much to infringe on the rights of the American people and swells the size and the scope of an already bloated federal government, which has once again proven incapable of acting responsibly. Today, I urge members of Congress to fully repeal the health care law, and in doing so, taking the first step toward replacing it with common-sense solutions for all Americans, like allowing people to purchase coverage, health coverage, across state lines, stopping frivolous lawsuits against our doctors, clearing individuals to receive tax credits just like large businesses, and letting Americans keep control of the health care that works best for them. I yield back.
The gentleman yields back.